Antarctica's Lost World. The forbidden history they've tried to erase. They tell you Antarctica is empty. Only ice, snow, and silence. But that's a lie. Beneath miles of frozen stillness, something is moving. Right now, thousands of people live and work at the bottom of the world. Whole communities, sprawling bases, and some say, secrets the world was never meant to find. Today, on the Mystery's Nest, we peel back the official story and explore the forbidden history of Antarctica. What was here before? Who didn't leave? And why is the truth still buried under the ice? Antarctica is often presented as the planet's last uninhabited wilderness. Yet over 70 research stations operate across the continent, run by more than 30 countries. In the summer months, roughly 5,000 people live and work. They're scientists, engineers, families. Places like McMurdo Station function more like small cities than isolated outposts. Dormitories, labs, medical facilities, even recreational clubs. South Pole bases house researchers through months of darkness. Some stations sit where temperatures have hit records as low as 128.6 degrees Fahrenheit. And somewhere in that vast white, a growing infrastructure of runways, satellites, and supply chains quietly links these outposts together. So if humans are living there now, building permanent structures and drilling deep into the ice, what else could be happening that we were not being told? Who, or what, might still be there? In 1929, an Ottoman chart surfaced that stunned researchers. The Piri Reis map of 1513, drawn centuries before. Antarctica's official discovery. It depicts a southern coastline, with details eerily consistent with modern maps. Some historians call it a representation of the mythical Terra Australis. But the map contains coastal features that, by all accounts, should not have been known in 1513. How did someone chart that terrain with such accuracy centuries before explorers reached the pole? Skeptics insist this is a coincidence or a projection. But researchers like Charles Hapgood argued these maps point to knowledge passed down from a much older, unknown source, possibly from a time when parts of Antarctica were ice-free. In recent years, satellite images circulated showing angular, pyramid-like peaks protruding through Antarctic ice. Some appear to have straight faces and near-perfect geometry. Features we normally associate with human-built pyramids. One claimed structure measured nearly 1.2 miles at the base and rose nearly 3,937 feet, dwarfing the Great Pyramid of Giza. Official geology attributes these shapes to glacial erosion and converging cirques, carving mountains into pyramid-like peaks. Scientists explain the formations as natural, created by ice, wind, and geological folding over millions of years. But for many, the precision and repetition of these forms across the continent raises uncomfortable questions. Are we looking at pure geology, or echoes of something built long ago? Stories of subterranean civilizations beneath the earth are ancient, and the name Agartha, or Agarta, recurs across 19th and early 20th century occult and mystical literature. French writers and mystics described hidden, technologically advanced kingdoms beneath the Himalayas and, later, the poles. These tales mixed esoteric language, mysterious men, and alleged eyewitness accounts into a narrative about cities carved into stone, advanced energy sources, and forgotten wisdom preserved out of sight. Are these just fantastical tales, or could they be mythic memories of a lost human chapter, preserved in legend until modern explorers stumbled onto fragments of evidence? One of the most persistent Antarctic legends involves Admiral Richard E. Byrd, officially a decorated explorer. The Byrd myth alleges secret diary entries describing flights beyond the pole and into temperate Greenlands, even encounters with advanced beings. These accounts claim Byrd witnessed a lush inner world and was escorted by strange craft to meet powerful entities who warned him about surface humanity. The U.S. Air Force and Antarctic research centers say there is no authenticated diary or record confirming these surreal claims. Still, the stories have taken on lives of their own, woven into the larger tapestry of polar mystery and alleged on On paper, the Antarctic Treaty System, signed by dozens of nations, is a framework for peace and science, data sharing, free inspection, and bans on military aggression and mining. But the list of special protected areas, strict permit requirements, and heavy environmental controls also means access is tightly regulated. Every excursion, drill, and footstep must pass layers of approval and environmental review. That system protects fragile ecosystems, but it also limits independent exploration. Critics argue that the combination of restricted access, military logistics like Operation Deep Freeze, and centralized control over research creates a firewall that could obscure more than just environmental harm. Whether intentionally or not, these rules create the conditions for secrecy. Mainstream climatology and geology present a strong case. Core samples show continuous Antarctic glaciation stretching back millions of years. The last warm period suitable for life there occurred roughly 35 million years ago. Long before humans emerged, no reliably authenticated ancient artifacts or structures have been found. Leading polar researchers call claims of lost Antarctic civilizations fiction. And yet, absence of evidence is not the same as evidence of absence. Antarctica is bigger than the US and Mexico combined, and is buried beneath over a mile of ice in places. How much of that terrain has been thoroughly examined? How much remains inaccessible to independent researchers and the public when we assemble the strange pieces? Old maps with modern detail, unusual geometric peaks visible from satellites, folklore of subterranean cities, eyewitness legends, and a highly regulated continent. A few possibilities emerge. The orthodox view is correct. Antarctica is a frozen continent, largely untouched by ancient humans, and the anomalies have natural explanations. The alternative: fragments of prehistory or lost knowledge remain preserved under the ice, undiscovered because of the continent's scale and restricted access. Or perhaps legends and misinterpreted data have combined into a modern mythology. One we keep chasing because it promises answers larger than the evidence. We cannot say for sure, but the fact that so many questions remain, and that so much is tightly controlled, is why Antarctica keeps drawing the curious, the skeptical, and the conspiratorial. Antarctica keeps its secrets beneath a weight of ice and a cloak of protocol. Whether the truth is geological, mythological, or something stranger, one thing is certain: the story continues to haunt us. If you want more deep dives into forbidden histories and strange discoveries, subscribe to the Mystery's Nest, like this video, and ring the bell to never miss an episode. Comment below. What part of Antarctica's story do you find the most convincing? The maps, the pyramids, the Byrd accounts, or the treaty's secrecy? Tell us why. If you enjoyed this video, check the pinned comment for source links and suggested reading. Until next time, keep asking the questions most people avoid. The truth likes being poked.